Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Let me introduce myself. My name is Alvaro Mawan, and in this video, I will try to presenting some journal. So yeah. For your information, why I make this video is a project to fulfill my final assignment test of speaking course that lectured by Miss Asmi, the very same person that made this journal, one of the authors. So yeah, the title of this journal is An Analysis of Google Meet Usage in Teaching and Learning Activities During the COVID-19 Pandemic. The authors are Iin Solihatun Awalia, Ade Sudirman, and Nur Azmi Himajaya. Two of them is my lecturer, Ade Sudirman and Nur Azmi. So before we start the presentation, I want to take a moment to reflect. So, COVID-19 is truly an unforgettable disaster. It changed our life in some way, especially for those that have lost a family member, friend, and even neighbor. So I want to make a moment of silence to pray for them and to strengthen their family. Amen. Okay then, let me start the presentation. So before we start any further, I want to talk about the journal background. As we know, COVID-19 affected all sectors, be it business, finance, and then public transportation, tourism, health, and in this specific moment, education. So because the government prevent us to meet at a public place, so all of the schools are closed. So how are we going to conduct a classroom? How? They shift to online learning using a platform like Google Meet, Zoom, YouTube, and then other learning platforms. So because it's a new at that time, all of the teacher, or maybe some of them, it's a new thing to teach a student in virtual classroom by using online platform. So it brought a new challenge and maybe opportunities. And the research objective. The objective of this journal is to analyze the usage of Google Meet in English classes at SMA 11 rank. So something like the feature used in the Google Meet. Google Meet is a platform, right? So they have a lot of features that they have. So we will talk about them in a second. And then the teaching and learning process. How they conduct the virtual classroom. Is it the same as the regular classroom? As the offline class, or maybe it's the same, or even better. The outcomes. How the outcomes of the student who going to online classes Are they better at their doing or maybe worse? And then the supporting and the obstacle factors. I mean, all things have positive and negative effect. So we will try to analyze the positive and the negative. The methodology, how they analyze the journal. They use qualitative approach. So they conduct maybe experiments by collecting data. They interview, they see with their own eyes. So the data collection, observation. The researcher use observation. So when the classes is start, they will enter the Google Meet as the observer. So they will see how the teacher teach their student, and then they will write the important aspect. Interview. So after they observe, they will interview someone. In this journal, the researcher interview 13 people. 12 of them is a student and one of them is teacher. So and the student is from 2 different class. And documentation. So they collect some photos and then voice note when they interview. Google Meet feature. 1. Presentation feature. So it will be a boring classroom when we just listen to our teacher voice. So Google Meet have something called presentation feature. So the teacher can share the screen to the students. So maybe they will send PDF or YouTube or speed sheet and other. And then message field. This feature can be used as long as the Google Meet is still ongoing. So they can type something and maybe answer with message field. And then Meet attendance. So Google Meet have this feature that when someone enter the Google Meet will record their attendance. So there will be like attendance list that all of the participants like that. And then after that, virtual board. So for teacher that have a habit or that want to write on the board, Google Meet have this feature. So the teacher can write something and then erase it, write again, erase it, draw something like that. So for sharing slide. But from these 4 features, normally teacher only use 2 of them. And they are presentation feature and then message field. And as you can see, under the message field, they are for chat and attendance. Why we use message field as attendance when we have Meet attendance? It's because Meet attendance is a paid feature. So we must pay first to have this feature. Paid feature. And then virtual board. Because virtual board is it's more difficult than using presentation feature. So for the teacher that don't have the knowledge how to use virtual board, they will struggle. So that's why they rarely use virtual board. So only two of the features that commonly used. One of them is presentation feature and then message field. Teaching and learning process. How the learning activities are they different from offline classes or are they the same? Teaching and learning process. The first step to start this online classes is to prepare. And don't be confused by preparation that the teacher use when they like maybe making a question like that. So the preparation is when you prepare our phone, the data and the tools like pen and book like that. So it's not, the preparation is not when the teacher prepare their course. You know what I mean? Next, the implementation. This is when the class start presenting material via Google Meet. So the teacher will try to convey the message, to transfer the knowledge to the student. And then the practice. So here when things go funny, because the student discuss it in WhatsApp application. Why? Maybe the student is more comfortable using WhatsApp than using Google Meet. So yeah, maybe that. So when the implementation stage finish, they will log out from the Google Meet and then enter the WhatsApp groups. So they will discuss it with themselves and maybe the teacher will help them. And the last is assessment. So after the practice section finish, they will re-enter the Google Meet and then the teacher will assign assignment via Google Form. The learning outcomes. So what's the outcome? How are they different? Maybe like that. Cognitive. Student understood the material well. One of the students when we were interviewed said that I understood the material well because when we conducted online classroom and then see face to face, it's no difference from regular classroom. Effective. Many were disciplined. Well, if this was good. And then the psychomotor. They have some improvement in their English skills when using online course. The supporting factor and the obstacle. So yeah, the supporting factor is save money. So for a student that have lived in the house that have a long distance from their schools, it's save money. I mean, you don't have to pay for public transport, and then you don't have to pay for your gasoline. So yeah, it's cheaper. Especially if the student have Wi-Fi. And then flexible. One of the students when interviewed that it's truly flexible to regular classroom, because she said that I still can enter the classroom even if I'm in hospital. So yeah, it's flexible. You can join it from anywhere. Even if you far away, you can still see your teacher's face, like that. Oh yeah, and obstacle. Some of the students that live in the faraway land, from countryside, they have poor internet connection. So it's one of the obstacles that need to be fixed. And then expensive data usage. For some students, it's expensive to buy a data, and then it's expensive to buy the device. Maybe some of them don't have a phone, limited device. If you have a laptop, it's good for you. But what about students that don't have it? Maybe they have phone, but their phone is broken. Their phone is old, so they have a little space to download the application, like that. So, in conclusion, Google Meet help continue education during pandemic. Well, it's the first and foremost important function. In pandemic, it's really hard to start the classroom. You can meet in large groups, so yeah. And then the presentation and chat feature were most useful. From the four feature, most teacher usually use presentation and the chat feature. And then learning was effective but limited by infrastructure. Well, it is effective, but for a student that don't have internet connection, that don't have the devices, yeah, it's bad for them. And then need a better access and training for future online learning. So yeah, both the teacher and the student need a better access to internet and then to the device. If they completed this requirement, I bet the online classes will go smoothly. And training for future online learning. If we train the teacher to use the application correctly, to start online classes correctly, to make it fun, well, maybe online classes will beat offline classes. So yeah, we have a teacher that cannot use the board feature, so like that. So yeah, we need training for the teacher. So yeah, I think that's all from me. I hope the listener will understand what I'm saying. This journal is really helpful for analysis, because we know that online classes can be a good learning activities if the requirement is fulfilled, like that. So I hope that my explanation further improve the listener understanding of this journal. So yeah, that's all for me, I think. Thank you for your time, and keep reading and try writing something. That's all from me. Salam Rahmawan. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.